Hey everyone, how's it going? So today's video is going to be an updated video on something that I've already done here on YouTube, but I wanted to make an updated video and just kind of show you my system and how it's kind of updated since I posted that. I don't know if it was a year or so ago. So obviously from the title you can tell that it's all about making your schedule. So this will kind of pertain more to the college university type schedule, but also if you have to make your own schedule for high school, this will all help as well. So definitely stick around if you're in high school. I'll probably have some tips for you as well, just to help plan your schedule a little bit better. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I do is get a folder that I just kind of keep all my college or university scheduling, everything in one. So last year I had like a black clipboard, you might have saw in some videos. This year I just have a simple green folder that I just keep everything in. So what I did was I just took my label maker and I just labeled university second year on there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but so that's what I did. So I know this is my folder that I go to for all my second year stuff. So when you open it up here, I don't have anything clipped in, but it just kind of looks like this. So I'm just going to go through my kind of system and tell you how I do things and give you some tips and everything like that. So the first thing that I do when it comes to planning my schedule is I go and I look at the timetable or the master list of all the classes that are offered and the times that they're offered at. So what I do is I kind of first plan what courses I'm going to take. So my second year going into university, I'm going to be a chemistry major, so there's certain required classes that I have to take that year. So I guess the first thing to do is check out what your major and minor is if you're in college or university, and see what the requirements are and make sure that you're fulfilling those requirements. So if you're in high school, just find the list of all the classes. So then what I did was found certain classes that I needed and some extra electives that I was interested in to fill up my schedule. And then I took all that information and I put it into a spreadsheet. So what I did was I made 3 columns. Initially I had 4, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. So the first thing that I did was I labeled first semester classes. So my year is obviously separated into first and second semester. So I have first semester here and second semester there. And what I did was labeled course, description, and time. So then what I did was look at all the classes that I needed to take and just simply filled out the spreadsheet. So I put all the course names, the course numbers, like English 101 or something like that. So I put all those in this column, and I put the actual course name across here, and then the times that they're offered. So if it's offered at a few different times, I just repeat the name and then put the different times on the side here. So like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday. And I'll kind of overlay these sheets because you're probably not going to be able to see them all that well on the screen. So I'll just take screenshots of them and I'll overlay them on the video so you can see it a little bit better. So then what I do also, most of these classes, they're science classes or chemistry classes, so they have lab components. So I have to attend a laboratory session every week for these classes. So then I just fill out the same course name or course number with a little asterisk next to it, just to say that that's a lab section. And then I put the course name, and then in italics I put lab section, and also in italics I put the time. So I kind of distinguish from the actual class and the lab section for that class. So once I have all my classes listed out and the labs and all the times, so that's first semester and second semester starts here and continues on to the next page. And then what I do is I start making some templates to kind of fill out my schedule and plan things. So I'll go ahead and show you those now. So the next thing that I do is I make a template to kind of fill in my class schedules. So I did it on some colored paper this year, so this is what it looks like. So what I did, I just wrote first semester up at the top. I have course, description, and time, just like it corresponds to this sheet right here. And then I also have a labs block down here as well. So these are for my main classes, and these are for my labs for that semester. So then I just have a break in the page, and then these are just like a second option. So what you want to make sure is that you have more than one option, kind of more than one schedule, I guess, because if some things aren't going to fit, or if that class is full by the time you go to register, you kind of have to have a backup plan. So what I did is I printed off 2 sheets, and there's 2 kind of schedules on each sheet. So in the end, I'll just pick one of these schedules that will work the best for me and that are still offered. So I do that. So this is the green is first semester, and the orange is second semester, and you can see that I have this one already filled out. So I'll go ahead and show you that a little bit more in detail in a few minutes here. So kind of the next thing that I do is start to look at the schedule and see what's going to fit where. So obviously I don't do it all over the place, I just look at first semester to begin. So I look at classes that are only offered at one time. So like this biology class, it's only offered Tuesday, Thursday, 11:30 to 12:45. So I'm obviously going to schedule that and fit that in before I pick a class that has 2 different options to go to. So like for example, that biology class is Tuesday, Thursday, 11:30 to 12:45, and this English class has on Tuesday and Thursday, 10 to 11:15, 11:30 to 12:45, 1 to 2:15, 2:30 to 2:45. So I'm obviously not going to pick one of those before I fit in this, because I want to make sure that I get that one in before anything else. So I do that first. Then I look at other classes that are only offered at one time. So it kind of worked out that they kind of all fit together. So I was lucky with that. So my analytical chemistry is only offered at one time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Same with my organic chemistry, and my calculus is offered at 2 times. So I'd make sure that I get those chemistry first, those 2 chemistry classes first, and then figure out which of the 2 calculus classes fits in with what I already have scheduled. So that's kind of what I do, and I just kind of I just kind of jot it down on scrap paper. I don't put it right on these sheets at first, just in case I mess up. This is kind of like my good copy, so I don't want to mess that up if I don't have to. So I just kind of go through and see what works, see what doesn't. It's really just process of elimination and finding out what works best for you. So I did this once before for my first year, so I'm kind of more experienced with it. So if it's your first time making your schedule, it can be a little bit difficult, but just take your time. You definitely will get through it. So that is that. I guess I will show you what these pages look like now. So what I do, like I said, I have the 2 different colored paper that I plan things on. So I plan all my classes first, and then I plan my lab times around that. So this is what my first semester looks like on the paper here. Those are just my classes and my labs. So for first semester, it's not as flexible as I would like it to be. I have 2 options right now for classes, kind of class schedules. So I can take classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 8:30 to 12:20. And then Wednesday 6 to 9, and only have 1 class on Thursday, and have a couple labs Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Or I can go to class Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 8:30 to 1:20, have 1 class on Tuesday and Thursday, and then have the rest of my labs just on Tuesday and Thursday. So I kind of weigh my options like that. So for example, do I want to have class from like 8:30 in the morning to 1:20 and then be done for the day, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and just do my one class and my 3 labs on Tuesday and Thursday, so it kind of weighs out that way? Or do I want to have a night class and then have my labs like one every day or so, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and spread it out? So I haven't really decided what I'm going to pick yet. Still have to think about it. But that's kind of my thought process. You know, just make a few schedules and see which one you most likely will end up wanting to do. So like I said, so I have that filled out, and then I also have this other page here that is blank, and I will probably try and make a few other combinations of these classes just to see if anything else will work. So then I have my second semester classes here, just so I can distinguish a little bit better. So I have a full page here, so I have 2 classes, 2 schedules on this one, and I just have 1 here, so I have to figure out another combination on here. So again, it's just kind of seeing what works, what fits, what you're going to have to change around. You probably have some idea how to make a schedule already. So you will kind of understand what I'm trying to say here. But you want to make sure that you get your core classes, the ones that are required, first before you schedule any electives or things like that. And there's also things like online courses that are offered as well. I don't recommend that because you really should be in the classroom learning and getting the full kind of classroom experience. So that is just what I wanted to say about these papers here. So the big advantage of using this type of system when creating your schedule is that you have multiple options. So some people, you know, well, I guess first of all, most of the time, college and university, you register for your classes online. So there's a certain date that you go, and it opens up at 8 o'clock in the morning or whatever. And everybody's on there at once, and they're trying to get all their classes. So, you know, if you go on there at 8 o'clock in the morning, half the school is on there too, trying to get their classes. Things are going to start filling up. So if you have, you know, if you make one schedule and you say, this is what I want, I know that I'll be able to do this, I'm just going to hope that this works. So, you know, you're starting to register for all your classes. You know, you put in your 8:30 class, your 9:30 class, and then you get down to that 10:30 class that you scheduled, and it's full or it's closed. So you want to make sure that you have a backup, because then, and you want to make sure you're prepared as well, because if that class is full or closed, that's going to affect all your other classes. So you don't want to create a schedule conflict. And schedule 2 classes at the same time type of thing. So you want to make sure you have a backup so that you're able to kind of recover from those scheduling conflicts. If one or a couple of those classes are closed or full, then you have a backup to go to. You can register for your second schedule. So that's why I recommend doing it this way. Also, it's just a lot easier when it comes time to register. You have everything laid out. You know what you're taking. You're not just going to hop on a computer and scroll through and, you know, click this one at 9:30, do that one at 1:30, go back and do another one for 4:30. You know, you want to make it structured and organized so that it's just a lot easier for you and the process goes a lot smoother. So that is basically all I wanted to say about creating your schedule. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments below. Obviously, I'll probably link my first scheduling video down below and watch that. I didn't cover like making a calendar or like printing out your schedule. If you've seen in my dorm room tour, on my backboard on my desk, I had like my schedule kind of printed out on like a timetable with different colored blocks sectioned off for the classes and the days of the week and everything. I didn't cover that in this video, but I probably will do an updated one of those or do a blog post about it or something like that. So once again, thanks for watching, and make sure to leave all your questions and your comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.